Welcome, Digital Card Fighters. This is Kyle D with a guest star, JV Pro, hosting a special tournament. Well, commentating for a person's tournament that they're hosting. It's their final round, so say hi, JV Pro.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello. Let's see. So right now we got. There we go. View fight. Let's see. JV Pro will commentate from Cam's side, while I commentate from I's side. So, ooh, we got DP versus OTT. Very interesting matchup. What do you think? Who do you think's got this?
Absolutely. This is a very interesting matchup. We don't see DP at all in the finals lately. I'm really excited to see if DP can take this all the way.
Oh,
But
definitely.
OTT is definitely favored within this matchup. But like I said, see DP take this all the way.
Of course, especially when you have to take in the fact that OTT has Tom at the reign and hilt. So,
Absolutely. The consistency of the consistency of searching, deck thinning just helps out OTT so much more. And unfortunately, just DP is just powerhouse, so it's a very one-sided game. But let's see what Kama can do to get out of that and see if he can come out victorious.
oh, definitely, and especially with I going on like what looks to be like classic OTT from Gen 1. It doesn't seem like a bad matchup here, and it looks like the DP player isn't running Dimension Police yet. Player isn't running the Enigma Ride Chain, so this seems to be a very different kind of build. So we're really seeing very different. Ooh, Commander Laurel down.
There we go. He plays Commander Laurel. Yeah, this is really interesting. The Forerunner isn't the regular Enigma, so this is very interesting to see what this player is worked up with.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
got
grade 2 to the bottom.
not bad, and we got a grade 2 to damage. So this is very classic OTT from Gen 1, at least. So this shouldn't be too crazily unknown what this playstyle is. And I'm guessing, can we check out triggers? Yes, we can. So I see their triggers line up, and I see very interesting. I wouldn't have ran it this way, personally, because OTT is so focused around this. But who knows? This might actually be putting him in the favor of I by doing so.
Okay, well, on my side, I can only see my person's trigger lineup. A very standard, basically, so he can actually keep up within the map. So it makes a lot of sense that DP made it this far.
See, I don't know if I would have placed that grade 2 down. Personally, I would have waited to be able to proc the effect of the Libra, because I would have put down something else, just because numbers-wise, especially being able to hit 17 is very important.
Ooh, there's the draw trigger.
Yep.
Saving the DP player from that attack.
Yeah, like I said, the Libra shouldn't have went down there, but I think they're making a smart play to put a defensive line, especially when DP starts getting into the fact that they can add crits and just look at you and go like, hey, brah, you going to take some damage this turn.
Absolutely. There it is. Magus activating effects, going back into the deck. What I like about that is that basically OTT has 5 heals within the deck.
Yeah.
So,
well, 5 heals and a heal that consistently can go back into deck if they just need it to.
absolutely. That's just a big advantage for OTT.
Of course.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh. So
Or
trying to rush. I kind of see where this is coming from. So it's going to...
Oh, I like it. Okay, nice. Okay. So both units given power to the main Vanguard. The main Vanguard grade 2 is going to get a crit. Yes, he is. He has 13 power.
Okay,
More.
cycling to dig probably for a PG or a better grade 3 that they need. This is why the Enigma and Ride Chain is very important, in my opinion, just because of the fact that you need that. Ooh, a heal is clutch at this moment.
Perfect heal.
Ooh, and a draw on top of that? Ooh.
Wow. That is such a good turn for OTT. breaking even basically with that turn, because that crit would have been so deadly if the OTT player went to 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially pushing out PGs early from the OTT player's hand, if any.
Yep. And now we're going to see... Ooh. Very interesting draw and very interesting hand. He needs to start pushing some definitely headway in here, but because his opponent left a big opening here, there could be a lot of leniency to be able to push for a good amount of damage. But without boosters in this might prove some troublesome on the OTT side if they don't start putting some boosters in the macro.
Definitely agreed with that. From the perspective that I'm just seeing him placing on the field, this is looking just like exactly what I said. I think he's gonna go straight Vanguard to activate skill to draw.
Yeah.
And I think if he gets a trigger, he's gonna push for Vanguard's face, and then the rear guard is gonna just swing at rear guard.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
no extra triggers.
Unfortunate.
Well, he gets to at least try to get a draw 2 off this. And the thing is, he could have saved the Aplon in all actuality to swing with the rear guard first, the grade 2 that's 11k, or even the 10k, and then still hit with Aplon, because it does not actually have to hit a Vanguard, where most unit clans get restricted like that through. OTT doesn't actually have to follow that standard.
Yes, I believe that was made for OTT to keep up within the meta. Besides having just Silent Tom, like they still need some more perks to actually keep up with the 3. So,
ooh, we got a Dayusha.
Dayusha has been ridden.
There we go.
So, I love that animation. It's so beautiful.
Ooh, I wanted to place both of those down, to be honest with you. I would have saved at least one of those grade 3s to... one of the grade 2 or the grade 3 to at least make it so that he can reach power without having to lose 2 rear guards in the process.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree with that. But from looking from his hand, it's basically the best play he could have done within his hand. He is trying to do as much damage as possible for this turn. Okay. He does get the kill,
which is crucial in this. So he's getting rewarded for that a little bit. So
he was definitely rewarded for that play. Second check. A grade 2 to the bottom. So that is his second heal out.
Ooh, we got a draw trigger. Was this going to provide anything useful here? Nope, 2 damage, but that's not bad.
That is not bad at all.
No, not at all. But, again, without being able to keep constant pressure on, and he's going to be struggling, this could not end well. So, again, one thing about OTT is the ability to stack triggers and stuff like that, so that's why early OTT you saw more of crits than draws, and it looks like it's, again, this build is more heavily laying onto draws, as you can tell.
Yes.
So, again, without having that resource of the extra crit, it really is hindering this deck a bit. It's one of those decks I do not think you need to be playing as many draws in. Yeah. OTT absolutely, just... Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I totally agree with you. It's definitely exactly what you said. Like, the ability for them to stack. They honestly don't need the draws like that, because the deck by itself filters so fast that when you blink, you're already be decking out, and that's a really big problem for OTT players, especially when they just don't pay attention to the amount of cards that they have in their deck left after all those plays.
That's probably the worst thing that could have just happened for the OTT player. So he can't hit anything but the rear, but at least he puts another heal back into deck. So there's not much else you can do in this situation. This is really looking in the favor in Dayusha's play. The hand's just not optimal to handle this. But again, so anything can happen still, I gotta say, because of the fact that until he starts having a Laurel on board where swinging multiple times is necessary, this isn't going to matter. And by the looks of it, He's gonna still keep boosting. Dayusha. Ooh.
That is a great draw. That was actually a great draw. He needed that card, honestly.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now he at least keeps the column fresh. But again, it comes down to how many PGs are actually in the OTT player's hand.
Absolutely. He's about to find out now. Oh, there's one PG. That's great information. So most likely he has to deal with 3 PGs within this game.
Possibly.
Oh, is it going through?
Ooh, there's a draw trigger. Very important clutch time.
Oh, that's a great card that it drew. What a clutch card.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's the 1 PG.
Okay,
That's
so
2 PGs.
the turn survived, and looks like Dimension Police is down to their last heal in deck. So, very optimal to hopefully get it. But again, right now, the OTT player needs to start getting their heals off ASAP.
Absolutely. Once they get their heals, they'll definitely be back in the game, and then they can definitely put pressure. As you see, from my side, the Dimensional player has 3 cards. Unfortunately, Dimensional Police, even though they are a powerhouse, they have to commit a lot of units. So their hand depletion is very, very, very fast. And this is where OTT can definitely take the game.
Definitely.
Just by slow. Yeah, definitely. And there it is, CEO.
CEO should have came down a few turns earlier, in my opinion, because of the fact that CEO could have definitely swayed the game a little bit better in his favor. But at least with this now, he can swing with the CEO into straight attack. So, oh, I wouldn't have done that. You don't run stands, so I would have just swung with CEO at that point. Personally.
Yeah.
I mean, oh wait, you had an 8k, so again, that makes sense. He wants to push 2 damage. Ooh, that's not a heal. Not a heal either. Oof.
Ooh.
This could be very short-lived shortly. Ooh! On top of it, getting that final heal coming in.
That is the final heal for this player.
Yep. So with that...
And 6 straight to the rear guard. Yep.
Yeah. You gotta take that down, but at the moment, he's too far behind.
Absolutely. Hopefully the OTT player has a PG, or it's looking like Dimensional taking this game.
Yep, and then we'll go into game 2.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens. Ooh, that's a great card to draw in. That is a problem. Let's see what Dimensional does with this card.
Okay, so we got the grade 2, that boost. So what else did he draw? Ooh, he got the Laurel. So,
oh, yes.
So, and now with that, he can swing the 8k. No. See,
okay.
So this is where I think he messed up here, because in all actuality, he could have got 3 Vanguards. I mean, 4 drive checks potentially.
Yeah.
And especially replenishing his hand would be very beneficial here. And again, this is what I'm talking about. See,
yeah,
he could have definitely swung with the grade 2, taking out 1 rear guard, and then swung with Dayusha, restood, and then swung again.
Absolutely. I completely agree. That was definitely the best play at that point. But unfortunately, the OTT player does not have the PG, and the Dimensional player is victorious. But yes, I completely agree with you. He should have just swung 8k to his interceptor, then the Vanguard swing into the other interceptor, and restanding with with Commander Laurel, so you can get the extra 2 drive check. So gain his hand. You definitely completely agree with that. But unfortunately, it was the Dimensional Police's favor.
Very much true. But again, hey, it'll come down to a lot of more different plays. Let's see what I can do. I'm gonna be in Cameo's view this time. You go into eyes.
Absolutely. I'll change.
Okay, so let's get a point of the DP player.
Let's see what OTT has to offer. Again, this is super exciting. Just to see these clans in the finals is just...
Oh, yeah, and especially how OG these decks are. Okay,
absolutely.
So, okay. Oof. This might not end well.
Interesting.
I don't think the DP player made the right choice in that. I would have kept that card in hand, even though you were going to be forced to ride it. He put back up
I,
PG, so again with that really hurt him because now he's a turn or maybe 4 behind before he actually sees the grade 1 he needs.
absolutely. The OTT player, when he did the mulligan, I didn't agree exactly with the units that he returned, but it worked out for him in the end, so it wasn't that bad. But yeah, I would have definitely sent out the extra other unit to guarantee the car that he needed. But you know, uh, Vanguard gods basically blessed them.
Very much so. So there is a lot of things that can happen here, and I don't know
Interesting.
what can outcome this.
I wouldn't have done that. That was very interesting.
Yeah, I would have waited with the rear guard
Yeah, that was
swing. Even though you hit for 9k, you would have been at least attempting to push.
yeah, absolutely. I would have just kept the grade 1 for next turn, and yeah, he was fine with just giving the DP player 1 damage. That was absolutely fine. Ooh, there's PG. That's great information for the OTT player.
Yep. And now, again, he needs to top deck that grade 1 in the next turn. And until he does that, this might be in the favor of OTT to get the payback of how much DP smacked him real hard.
I totally agree with you. From the OTT player's perspective, the hand is looking very powerful. I think he's going to take super advantage of the fact that the Dimensional Police player is grade stuck. And there it is, as we said.
So the 8K should swing first, then go into the Vanguard. As long as no defensive triggers were shown, then all effects go to the third column. Ooh, gets a heal trigger, which is very clutch at the moment. So that'll keep him in the game a little bit longer, depending on what the trigger check is here. Ooh, no trigger. So this just leaves him at 1 damage. So this might get a chance to turn things around if he can get that grade 1. He got blessed slightly. Oh yeah, no, he's going to take a second point of damage. Ooh, even a PG would have been nice to get to that hand, even though if he was going to be forced.
Yeah.
See, now the deck is just teasing him now. Yup, the deck is mad at him.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yep.
Poor DP.
At this point, I would have scooped at his rate because no matter what he can do, he's too far behind.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And this is not Enigma and Ride Chain, so there is not enough pressure, not enough time for him to survive this complete onslaught that's going to happen. OTT player with the hand that he has is definitely going to just completely go all in.
Yeah, he's going to try to get rid of Tom, which is not going to be the best option. Because Tom's going to do the same thing no matter what. So at this point, swinging at Tom isn't worth the value. So let's see what the OTT is going to come around and just wail on this DP player.
OTT's turn, stands and draws. Rides Apollon.
Okay. So same stick. I wouldn't, if he has CEO, I would have went right onto CEO. To be honest with you, being able to manipulate the stack so early is so important.
Absolutely. But unfortunately, from the OTT player's perspective, CEO was not in his hand. So that was only ride for this turn.
Okay. So, ooh, draw trigger into CEO.
Speaking of CEO, hits the draw. Power to the rear. Very basic second check.
Okay, so 22. Even if he hits a defensive trigger, he will still be taking that third point of damage. Ooh, those PGs are now teasing him hardcore.
Ouch.
So here comes 5th damage. Now his opponent definitely has game no matter what he does. I would proceed to scoop phase at this point. Just go right into game 3.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that. Even if he already draws into the grade 1, that's it. There's nothing more that he
Tom's
can do.
on the board, everything like that. Yep, he drew into the grade 1 finally. But,
About time.
He's too far behind to cut it.
Absolutely. Yep, Silent Tom taken. Uh-huh. But lo and behold, OTT is going to win this turn.
Yep, next game 3. Because even let me take a look at this boy's hand. He could actually possibly start hitting miracle heals, but that would be incredible right now.
That definitely will be. That definitely putting him back in the game, trying to survive as much as he can. Maybe potentially
Ooh,
do a good turnaround.
Tom's on the board again. Tom ends it here.
That's
now.
Tom will end it for him. And here we go. Does.
Boom.
Dimensional Police. 6. Miracle Heal.
Nope. There's the Laurel. His grade 1s were teasing him badly in drive checks and in damage checks. That's all he really saw. Oof. So next one, we will do the Russian roulette of rotate.
Absolutely.
So
I'll take him.
So I'll take I, and let's end this. Let's see who will actually... This is where really ever you see true card fights in. Is this final game.
Absolutely.
This card game hates me. Vanguard Zero.
This is where the nerves come out for the players, and let's see what they can do. It's just so much pressure for both.
Oh, definitely.
But yes. But let's see how well they pilot this between all this pressure as well. Ooh, I do like the fact that Dimensional Police has a better hand than the second game.
This hand, optimally the best hand he could probably see at this moment in time. So we got Coco. Good for knowledge and getting everything straight. Whew. So, that's actually going to be vital to leave on top for damage check.
Stands and draws. Okay, that's a nice draw. Here we go. Quote. Regard to the backfield. Boost it. 11K. Swing. Grade 2 to the bottom of the deck. No drive. No.
Hits into the draw trigger, which is very clutch right now.
That definitely is. That extra card does help. Especially such early in the game.
Oh, definitely. This could be make or break points just because adding in draw triggers and everything like that is just so much important. Again, best trigger in the world is the draw trigger in this game for right now because of the fact that it pluses you in the damage check, and that's really the only reason why most people play the draw.
Absolutely. Totally agree. The fact that in this game, because there's so many limited resources, the draw trigger is such a big mechanic for the game. So it can definitely get you out of very tight spots.
Ooh.
And it can actually...
Heal trigger on top of that? Oof.
That is great for the OTT player. The OTT player is on a roll.
Yeah, very much going full aggro here before the police can get a chance at this. So, especially seeing as they're going to go third.
There's the second damage. Here we
Ooh,
go.
get the heal trigger.
Nice.
So the push was actually null and void.
Absolutely. So the Dimensional player definitely broke even for that turn. Thank you to the heal. That is his first heal out.
Yep, and with one heal out, heal goes back in, and he's back at 4 in the deck.
There it is. Platinum Ace rides.
Ooh. Wow.
Okay. Aggressive. Okay.
I think a little too much aggression here. I don't think it would have been the best solution. But, again, he's about to push some major points of damage here. He's going to definitely hit no matter what. So this will be 3 points of damage coming at the OTT player.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that play at this point. Going from what my perspective is from the hand, that is basically the best rush turn he has. So he's definitely taking full advantage of the fact that OTT...
Draw trigger. In
Ooh, PG. Very good.
Okay, so this is going to
Damn.
be make or break turn now, depending on what he decides to ride.
Absolutely. Now, does the OTT player have CEO Amaterasu? That is the
Very
question.
much true. Because being able to manipulate and try to get to a heal trigger at this point is very important. But telling this right now, that draw did not help him in the slightest.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Let's see what he draws right now. Ooh, actually, this might help sustain some damage off of him for a turn. So this will definitely help. Ooh, I wouldn't have done Apollon. Like, Apollon is probably not the best solution in this. You want to manipulate the stack a little bit more than what he's been doing.
Yes, absolutely. Would definitely agree that OTT has to manipulate as much as possible, as many times as they can, so they can get their basic best turn off, as they say, their future turn. Okay, so rear guard, very basic. Ooh, rear guard to rear guard. Okay.
Yeah. Again, I don't see any benefit in not swinging with the Vanguard at this point if you're running draws, because at least you don't neg if you hit the crit. If you don't hit a crit. Oh, wait, still hits a crit.
Oh, wow. Okay, so there's crits in the deck.
Only just the one.
That's what I was kind of like. So we didn't see we didn't see the crit at all in the other games.
Dang. Ooh, heal trigger
So
on top of that. A whiffed heal.
Unfortunately.
And a Laurel gone.
And Laurel's gone. Oof. 3 damage each. Good.
Ooh, there we go. That's what he definitely needed in his hand at that moment. So, he's definitely in a good situation. Oh, I would not have put her back. I wouldn't have put CEO back, personally. But that's what he's doing, so.
Ooh, great draw, actually. There it is. Right, Dayusha.
Dayusha!
The Autobot is here.
Ooh.
There's a second Dayusha.
Ooh, I don't know if that was the best play, but he definitely needed the power up. So.
There it is. 14k. I believe he just put that column there so he can actually hit, because unfortunately he didn't have a grade 2.
So no matter what, if he's got a PG in hand on the OTT player, he will proc it here because of 3 damage clause. So here's a draw trigger,
Absolutely.
which is very important in here, because if he didn't see that, that would have left him with a 2-card situation in his hand. So, like when his turn came around, if no damage trigger of a draw was presented. So we have to see.
Yes. But right now, the dimensional player has good information that 2 PGs are gone from the OTT player side. So that does a lot more. So most likely, he is probably thinking that he has to deal with maybe 1 PG left within the OTT player's hand.
But here's the problem right now. This OTT player has to push major damage out right here. And without Apollon being able to draw and without being on CEO, it looks like very much thin chances here. I don't think Apollon was the best one to sit on.
Oh, absolutely. Totally agree with you. And unfortunately, the OTT player you said that put the CEO to the bottom of the deck, yeah, that was definitely not the correct.
Yeah, having to put out Tom is a mandatory right now. So let's see what he's got on the top of his deck. Maybe something useful. Ooh, very important card right now on the top. So.
Ooh. Super excited to find out what it is.
So he's going to play in... Ooh. So the 6K will take out the 6K, which would be the smart play right now. Because you're not going to get... Without a booster to that grade 1, that column's not strong enough to stop this.
Ooh, the heal. Very super important.
So now
power to
Tom's got the power. Ooh, double trigger.
Ooh, and
so by the looks of it, the OTT player is making a good change of tide, but it really comes down to the DP player if he drew into Laurel or not.
Absolutely. Oh, there's Platinum Ace and damage. No trigger.
Okay, so this 11K should...
There's 21 straight to the Vanguard's face. That's 1 damage, if no heal. There it is.
Yep.
Grade 2.
So here's where this mess up would have fixed itself pretty decently. Was the OTT player could have won it this turn, because if he threw down the Gemini baby that he has in his hand, he would have actually won this turn with the number of damage output. It would have came down to if the DP miracle healed and what he had.
And the card that he just drew definitely would have not have miracle healed. He would have definitely stole the game that turn.
Yep.
Yes.
So again, very much play a full board when you can, especially when you're not in a bad situation to do so.
Absolutely. That you should activate his effects to guarantee the crit during this
but
turn.
does not matter in this situation in the slightest, because of the fact that the DP player doesn't run extra crits to a chance to output here. It just does not help. So
Absolutely.
second.
Drop
Ooh,
check
there's
one.
the draw
Drop
trigger
check
that
two.
he needed a trigger for. So again, though, sadly enough, it really does come down to if the opponent... Ooh, he is all out of PGs. This is literally final turn. So
Final turn, basically.
So now the question
Can
is,
the-
does the OTT player actually have the loveliness of Silent Tom in his hand or her hand?
Now, this is very, very, very exciting if the dimensional player could somehow, some way survive this turn or miracle heal this turn and get his turn, definitely steals the game.
Definitely. Because with knowing that there is no more PGs in deck, so the major point is I would have probably rode the CEO that he just picked up. Because Apollon is not going to do you any benefits here.
Absolutely. Though there's
Yep.
Silent Tom, definitely procs the PG. But the reason why is that if somehow, some way, the dimensional player police actually survives, since there's 3 heals gone, and the Vanguard swinger with a crit, the OTT player does have to heal twice on the 6, but unfortunately that's not a given, so it definitely steals the game. Does he heal?
No.
Miracle heal? No.
Well, thank you, JV Pro, for joining me for the TrashCan tournament finals. So this was great commentating with you, and this was a great game between the two players.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. What a fun tournament. What a great finals. Congratulations to both players.
And congratulations, with his OTT Gen 1 deck with no added support, really. I was surprised. It could have definitely done some added support just to update the deck, because the deck can do so much now with the newer stuff. But, hey, I give credit. Gen 1 took it.
Absolutely. To see that is just beautiful. To not have Tsukiyomi and just to have a regular Gen 1 win an event is amazing. So definitely, congratulations. Great job on both players. And amazing tournament.
Yep.
Very amazing.
And thank you for commentating with me, JV Pro. And, well, Silent Knowledge is his YouTube handle. So if... Limited Knowledge, sorry. Hey, you look like a sage with a... yeah. Limited Knowledge is his YouTube handle, so go definitely check him out when you can. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video.